tell it's like darker in color, while this one is brighter and kind of like more like of a rich orange color. This one's more kind of like faded, the smoked one. They actually have very distinct flavors, to be honest with you guys. Yeah, it's kind of like, I don't know, how do you say it? 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 So the Sonoran is like really, really freaking hot. And it doesn't really have a smoky flavor, obviously. While the Kiva has a smoky flavor. And honestly, I started buying this stuff many years ago, both of these. Like at least 5, 6, 7 years ago, maybe even more, maybe even less, I don't know. I just remember, talking about these two, and I always said that I liked the Sonoran more, because I guess I didn't like the flavor of the smoked Kiva. But yesterday I tried both of them. I tried both of them, and I don't know, right off the bat I like the Kiva more. The Sonoran one was on sale. It was like 50% off or even more. I forget if the Kiva was on sale. So this was actually really cheap for how much ghost pepper powder you're getting. But I do think it's a lot hotter. The Sonoran one, possibly. I'm pretty sure. Again, I was trying them back to back, and I tried the Sonoran first, and it was, it just had less flavor, but it seemed to have a lot more heat. And then I tried the Kiva, and the Kiva had a lot of flavor that I actually really liked. And I think it's actually less hot because, I went through a whole container of the Kiva ghost pepper powder like a few weeks ago. I finished one, maybe even less than that. Yeah, probably a few weeks ago I finished one of these entire bottles because it's pretty small. And I didn't really have stomach pain problems, eating this. I didn't use that much at a time, but I never had stomach cramps, stomach pain. And last night I ended up having some pretty intense stomach pain. And it kind of reminded me of when I used to get scorpion pepper powder and, the other one, above scorpion, Reaper, I guess it's Reaper pepper powder. Those two would give me severe stomach pain. And, because they're so hot. And they so ghost pepper powder is kind of less hot than scorpion and Reaper. And it tends to have a good flavor as well. So what am I trying to say? I ended up having cereal with milk and that helped a lot. Honestly, that helped a lot. With the stomach pain, the stomach pain went away pretty quick after that. And I'm pretty sure it's because of the Sonoran pepper powder, because it does seem to be more hot. Which you could argue you just use less, but I mean the intensity is pretty strong. And again, I was kind of suspicious about how cheap the Sonoran is. Again, it was sold on Amazon. I bought this on Amazon, and I'm pretty sure it came from the official company. And it didn't have that many reviews. And if I look, the seal, the freshness seal that was under the cap was actually, half off. It didn't come off, it wasn't completely sealed on this. I noticed on the labeling, it's a little, I don't know if that's supposed to look like that, like a burn mark. It had a label on it, but I took the label off so you could read the thing. So, I don't know. I don't know. I was just a little suspicious even when I bought it because it was so cheap. And to my surprise, I think I like the Kiva better. If you smell them, they kind of taste like how they smell, to be honest. And there's a lot of fans in here, so I don't want to, open this stuff and get it everywhere. But yeah, it has a really, good smoky smell flavor to it. You can add this to meats, cheeses, pizza, hamburgers, spaghetti. You can put this on anything just about. And it just really adds a lot of flavor and heat, and it's really good. And I guess like if you don't want much flavor and more heat, maybe the Sonoran would be a better option. I mean, it has a good smell to it too, but it's almost sweeter. I almost want to say more of a sweeter ketchup-y smell to it. Kind of a weird way to describe it. And this is kind of a more, dark, smoky smell and flavor. So I'm going to use both of them, but like I said, I'm a little bit concerned about the Sonoran being too hot, and I don't know, I just remember I used to review the Kiva and I would be like, I don't like it as much as the Sonoran. The Sonoran's better. But at this point, I taste test compared them, like I said last night, and the Sonoran was so damn hot, I tried it first. I couldn't really taste much of it besides the intense heat. While the Kiva, I immediately got the smoky flavor and it wasn't as hot. So I think the Kiva would be a more realistic ghost pepper powder to get, because one, it tastes good. Two, it's much less likely to hurt in your stomach. Because they probably, I don't know, did something to make it less hot. Maybe the smoking process, I don't know. But I don't know, I just think this is a more realistic food additive spice. And the Sonoran, again, I'm gonna eat it more, I'm gonna try it more, but I would be hesitant to recommend this to people, because again, you don't want to be in pain, you don't want to have stomach pain and stomach cramps and stuff after eating your food. And the Kiva, I found it to be very, very tolerable, very, very tolerable. So yeah, ghost pepper powder, it's some really good stuff, to be honest. I'm probably going to look on Amazon. Again, this one's really popular on Amazon, the Kiva. And I'm pretty sure the Sonoran used to be really popular. And I used to get like bigger containers than this of the Sonoran. So don't get me wrong, I've actually eaten a ton of the Sonoran ghost pepper powder. Like I would actually get containers that are much bigger than this. And I would have it in the fridge for like almost a year before I ate it all. And, I would use a lot of it. So I don't know what happened yesterday. Maybe I was just using too much ghost pepper powder in general, because I wanted to, try to taste test it and compare them. And in the process of doing that, maybe I dumped way too much on my food. And maybe that's the reason why. So I don't want to say this one is bad, because again, I've eaten huge tubs of it in the past. I just don't know. I just don't know. I'm just, you should try both of them. I think the smoky flavor, again, if you don't like the smoky flavor, but yeah, I really like the smell of this one. I really like the taste of it. You get a immediately strong taste. And then this one, just a much sweeter smell. Again, almost like ketchup, like tomato. And I'm sure it has a good flavor too. And again, at least it's not Scorpion, at least it's not Reaper, because those, I never enjoyed eating those at all. It always caused stomach pain. I mean, it's pretty easy to throw it in the trash when your stomach is in pain. You don't really have a problem throwing it out when you're in pain. But anyway, I'll see you guys later.